You know, I used to be an adventurer like you, but then,
So you've been impaled by an arrow or some other pointy object.
Well, I reckon I better pull this bad boy out.
Not so fast there, monkey. You better rely on your mental training and not that Hollywood mumbo-jumbo.
Thanks, mysterious voice inside my head. Man, I must really be losing a lot of blood.
Ninja paramedic guy, ninja paramedic guy, ninja paramedic guy. Medics rule. Ninja paramedic guy.
Accidents are the cause of trauma.
Ninja paramedic guy. Ninja
Rescue 804 arriving on scene.
Ninja paramedic guy. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're dealing with an impaled object in the body, it is important that you do not remove that object under any circumstances, unless you're a doctor. Excuse me. The only exception to this is if the object is impairing the airway or preventing you performing CPR on a patient who needs it. Now, let's get back to our rookie and see how he handles this situation.
Alright, rookie, you've got this. Step 1. Do not remove the impaled object. Step 2. If you are alone, dial 911 and request help.
911, what's your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the corner of 2nd Avenue and 1st Street. Someone's done shot me in the leg with an arrow. Send an ambulance. I'm performing first aid, but I can't drive out of here because this is my driving leg.
Alright, sir, we'll dispatch an ambulance right away.
I'm going to start with step 3. I'm going to expose the extremity just so that I can see where the trauma is.
Yes, sir, please stay on the line. Sir, is the man who shot you still on scene?
No, he done ran off after he shot me. I've got the injury exposed. Now what?
Alright, sir. Now that you've exposed the injury, I need you to manually stabilize the impaled object and also control any bleeding you see with direct pressure and some gauze.
Alright. I've got the bleeding manually controlled. Now I'm going to apply a couple of bulk dressings. As well as immobilize it. That way it's not going to cause any more damage. Alright, I've got it immobilized.
Has the bleeding stopped, sir?
But it still appears to be bleeding. I'm going to go ahead and try to cut it off with a tourniquet.
If you have a professional tourniquet, that is preferred to be used. However, if you do not, you can always make a makeshift one using some cloth or rope with a stick. Just make sure that the tourniquet is applied above the injury site and tighten it until the bleeding stops. Once the bleeding stops, do not remove the tourniquet until help arrives.
can stop now.
Alright, I'll mark the time of the tourniquet applied at 1640. The ambulance should be arriving on scene shortly.
Well, thank goodness they're almost here. I'm feeling real lightheaded and dizzy.
Thanks to his training in level head, our rookie was able to make a complete recovery after a brief hospital stay and a blood transfusion. Now, if you ever find yourself in an emergency situation, it's important to stay calm and dial 911. Do not attempt any of the skills you've seen in this video today unless you've been trained by a qualified professional. If you wish to seek training, you can contact the American Red Cross or the American Heart Association. I have links to both in the description below. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.